similar polygons. All right, so it says the pentagons ABCDE and JKLMN are similar. Find the lengths x of NJ. X of NJ. Okay, I get what they mean by that. So they just said it funny. So x is the length of line NJ. So with this one, we need to remember what similar means. Similar means the same shape, but not the same size. So the sizes can differ. They don't have to differ, but usually when we're doing things like this, one is going to be a larger shape, one's going to be a smaller shape. In this case, it's not a huge difference. It's only a little smaller from the left shape to the right shape, but still it is a little smaller. So what we need to do is identify sides that match up. Again, they're not going to be congruent, but the sides that are similarly reduced, so they're corresponding sides. So the easiest way to do that is actually to look up here at this A, B, C, D, E, and J, K, L, M, N. These are listed in corresponding order. And if they want us to find NJ, so that's from beginning, or sorry, N to beginning like this, NJ, then EA is actually the corresponding side. So EA is corresponding to NJ. So first, what you want to do, and I'm going to go like this, left, right. Oh, nope, I wrote that wrong. I'm going to make that a little bigger to erase faster. So, sorry, I want to write that in the correct way real quick. So I want to say left and right, like this. And then I'm going to reduce that down a little bit. And here, I'll go with blue. So we're going to have two proportions equal to each other. And what I want to do is I want to put the left pentagon, the numbers from the left pentagon will stay on the top of my proportion. And the numbers from my right pentagon will stay on the bottom. So once I choose which one is on top and which one's on the bottom, it needs to stay that way for both. So if I know NJ goes to EA, so I have NJ, which is X, to EA, which is 6. And did I write that correctly? No, because I just did it backwards from what I said I was going to do. Darn it. Let me fix it really quick. Because I just said the left one should go on the top and the right one should go on the bottom. And then I wrote it backwards, not thinking about it. So here's my left pentagon. The amount is 6. My right pentagon, the amount is X. Now I need to pick another corresponding side. It doesn't really matter which one I choose, as long as they're corresponding. So it looks like all the sides have corresponding amounts. All the amounts are filled in here. We just need to pick something that's corresponding. So I'm just going to go with AB and JK. Why not? So AB is 2, and this is on my left pentagon. And JK is 1.8, and that is on my right. So I made sure. So 6 and 2 came from my left pentagon. X and 1.8 came from my right pentagon. Now I have a proportion. We've actually done a couple videos about proportions. We just start cross multiplying. So I have 6 times 1.8, and this is a times, equals X times 2. So let's see, we have 1.8, and they actually do allow you to use the calculator on this one. You're perfectly welcome to use the calculator. You can do this in your head or on paper if you want, but you're welcome to use the calculator. If they allow it on here, even if they have it crossed off, I still allow you to use the calculator. So we have 10.8 equals 2x. This is the proper way to write it because remember they get squished together when they're multiplying, but the proper way to do it is coefficient and then variable. So the last step here is to divide by 2. And I'm going to come back over here to my calculator and I go divided by 2 equals 5.4. So 5.4 equals, this is the point, 2 divided by 2 is 1, they cancel, x. So if we scroll down here, we should see, whoops, scrolled way too far down. So we see that same number, 5.4. So the main thing is we want to set it up something like this on the next page. So let's go ahead and start and see what we get. All right, so we have our quadrilateral A, B, C, D, and J, K, L, M are similar. And remember, these orders matter. They're already in order of corresponding, angle to angle, side to side. So it's already in order for us. So let's do kind of the same thing we did before. So we have left and right, which kind of helps us organize our numbers here. And we'll switch our color up. All right, so they want us to find the length x of KL. KL is in the right triangle, so let's go ahead and put it on the bottom here. KL is in the middle here. So we have KL, so I want in the middle here, BC. So there's BC, I have 4. All right, I'm gonna slide over here. So now I just want to pick something else that's corresponding. Doesn't necessarily matter which one it is because they're all filled in here. So I'm just gonna go with AB and JK again. Made my pen too big here. So AB is 3. It's on the left left quadrilateral, and JK, which is over here, it is on my right quadrilateral. And by left and right, like this is my left one because it's to the left. This is my right one because it's to the right. So I'm just looking at left, right. Not left and right side of each figure, just which one's more to the left, which one's more to the right. Okay. So we're going to cross multiply. So we have 4 times 5.4 equals x times 3. So let's go ahead and pull out our calculator here. We have 4 times 5.3 equals, and we get 21.6 equals 3x. So we go back to our calculator here and we go divided by 3. And I haven't actually written it out. We're going to divide by 3 on both sides. So we get 7.2 equals x because these 3's cancel. So we get 7.2. Now this one, you could very easily write this out. When you're multiplying, you ignore the decimal just for a moment. You go 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 5 is 20. Plus 1 is 21. And now you bring this decimal down. Not straight down like addition. What you do is you say, I have one number past the decimal here, so I'm going to go 1 in past the decimal, and that's how you get 21.6. So you can do that pretty easily in here. You just have to remember to put this back. So don't bring it straight down. It looks like we bring it straight down on this one. But if I have more than one decimal in a problem, then that would mess me up. It wouldn't work coming straight down like that. All right, so let's go ahead and type our answer in. And we got 7.2. Check. Yay, we got our point. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing. Left figure, right figure. And it's just a way to help us keep it organized. All of my numbers for the left figure go on the top. All my numbers for the right figure go on the bottom. So we have pentagons again. They're not regular looking pentagons that are kind of the pretty shape. It just means that it's 5-sided. And so we want to find x of PQ. So PQ is down here, and it's on the right side. So I'm going to put it down here on the right. And I need to find which one's corresponding to PQ. So PQ is the first 2 letters. So AB is corresponding. AB is 4. Now I need to find a different one. I'm just going to switch my color up here. So I'm just going to go to the last 2 here, ST and DE. So we have ST, which is 1.5, and DE, which is 3. So I can match up as long as I'm matching it up. So if it's the last 2, it should be the last 2. If it's the first 2, it should be the first 2 over here. If it's the middle 2, it should be the middle 2 over here. So it just depends. Just make sure you match it up. They should be in the same spot. That's the idea of matching it up there. All right, so I'm going to go with black here for working out the problem. So 4 times 1.5 equals x times 3. So this one, again, if you were to multiply it, you would just write it like this, like a regular multiplication problem. You get 20, 4, 5, 6 with your carryover. Again, it looks like it's coming straight down, but it's really counting this decimal. and then bouncing back that many times. So it becomes 6. We don't really have to put 6.0. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. 3x, and then we divide by 3 on both sides. And then we get 2 equals 3 divided by 3 cancels, and we get x. All right, so let's go here and 2. Check. And we're good to go. All right, one more. All right, so we have left, right, and our proportion bars. All right. So we're going to look at these two quadrilaterals, and we need to find x of jk. So let's find jk here. Jk is on the right again. So we're going to go with x. And then we need to figure out what is jk corresponding with. It's the first two. So it's AB over here, which are the first two for the first one listed. So AB is 2. And then we want to find 2 more that are corresponding. So I'm just going to go with the last ones here. So I'm going to go with CD and LM. So CD is 7, and that's on the left. And LM is 12.6. It's on the right, so it goes on the bottom. All right, let's cross multiply here. So we get 12.6 times 2 equals x times 7. These are multiplication right here. All right, so 12.6 times 2, we get 12. We get 4, 5, and then we get 2. Remember, we have one number past the decimal, so that's all we want to come back. 25.2 equals 7x. And then we're going to divide by 7 on both sides. So this one, I'm going to go back to the calculator, just because we can do this with long division, but it's a little bit quicker on the calculator here. So I'm going to divide, and I get 3.6 equals, and 7 divided by 7 cancels, x. All right, so I have 6. We're good to go. All right, we finished that one. Clear and mix.